In February and March of 327 BC, Alexander left Greece with a large army, reached Iran and defeated Dara. He traveled through Egypt, Iraq and Iran to reach Texla. Texla was famous at that time. It was a great city situated between the Jhelum and the Indus River. The governor and the inhabitants welcomed Alexander the Great. Alexander appointed Philip, the son of Machius, as governor of the region. After staying for some time, he left for Jhelum. The first to face resistance from local brave warriors was Raja Porus. The Raja himself was an Aryan, but he was protecting the region with his own life. Raja Porus was a powerful ruler whose fame was heard not only in India but also in many countries including Iran. The mention of Raja Porus in Mahabharata is proof that he was a brave ruler with world fame. Why? Encamped on the bank of the Jhelum, Alexander the Great made a last-ditch effort to win the battle without killing. So, he sent his ambassador Hussain to Raja Porus with the message that Porus should rule under me and submit to him. The king smiles and tells him to fight. King Porus had a modern army of elephants, but in size and war equipment, they were much less than Alexander the Great. One of these actions included attacking the enemy army in the middle of the night. This strategy helped in winning this battle. Raja Porus' nephew was Porus Jr., who rebelled during the war, and Alexander joined the Greeks. The son of Raja Porus put up a strong resistance, and the stormy blows of his bravery crushed Alexander at his feet. The son of the Raja bravely sacrificed himself for his country. The cavalry, spearmen, charioteers, and the soldiers in the artillery were lined up in such a way that the Greek army was panicked and the intended targets seemed to be in danger. The Greeks ordered to charge the infantry. The elephants did the same. The giant elephants shoot and crushed the attacking soldier and advanced. Porus ordered his army to advance. His elephants created a confusion and terror in Alexander's army. Alexander's soldiers tried to stop the elephants by setting fire. The feet were cut off with axes and the trunks were stabbed with sword. The wounded elephants turned back and crushed their own soldiers. A storm ensued. A pitched battle had begun. The forces on both sides suffered heavy losses. According to the historian Regardz, Alexander the Great fought the worst battle of his life, in which he fought on one of side. More than half of Alexander's army was killed, and this battle, won by the Greek army, became the worst military disappointment. Numerically, Alexander the Greek might have won this battle, but psychologically his army had lost. The reverberation of this battle made him conquer East India. Alexander asked the injured and exhausted Raja Porus, "What treatment you expected from me?" And Porus then uttered the historic phrase, "What one king should do, the another king." The Alexander the Greek behaved as I should have done. Alexander began treating the wounds of the wounded king with his Greek sages. Before returning to Greece, Alexander the Greek returned Porus his kingdom. Even later, Raja Porus ruled the empire for 13 years. If he wanted, he could have had the official historians narrate his story, but he did not. Ever the skilled Raja Porus, Alexander the Great, however, was unable to achieve a complete victory over the Punjabi Porus, and therefore, according to the Greek historians who accompanied Alexander, returned Porus its kingdom. Could they dare that he would honestly admit that Alexander the Great was so beaten on the banks of the Chenab that his army not only mutinied but refused to enter India? That this fate was met in the very first battle. If it has happened, God knows what will happen next. Then let's go back to Greece. So Alexander sounded the trumpet of his return to Texla, sent half the army back in boats, and with the others half he reached Babel by land, and according to our tradition died thereafter being wounded by the Mali Jats of Multan. They are perhaps the only people in the world who build monuments to the invaders and forget them who were the natives of the land, who fight them so fiercely, simply because Porus was a Hindu Rajput. Porus is not a name meaning a Rajput. Thus, there have been many Porus in history. I am a minor student of history, but according to the research of Muhammad Hanif Rame and Etazaz Hassan, Alexander the Great was defeated by Porus, who came from Macedonia with intention of conquering India. If he was victorious after the first battle, why did he take the way back?